Yeah.
All right, thank you.
That was absolutely incredible, guys. Killing it is an understatement. Thank you so much for being here. This has been absolutely a blast on our end, and we hope you guys are having a great time as well.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. Thank you for having us.
Of course. We also want to shout out the live chat at home. We have some thumbs up coming in the chat. Ryan says you guys are shredding.
All right.
Thank you.
I would say so. And Royish Good Look says groovy stuff. Sounds great.
Right on.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, no, we want to thank them too. Thank you all so much for being here and supporting us. This is our 5th episode, and we have a whole year planned for you guys. Plenty more talented artists, each unique in their own way, just like Field Service, coming on the show throughout the course of this year. So if you like what you're hearing, we ask that you feel free and consider to subscribe, hit the like button, and join us again. We go live once a month. Follow us on Instagram at Our Band Show. That's the best way to keep up to date. And we hope to see you guys again real soon. I'm your host, Christian Ivanko. But for this segment, I'm not your only host. I'd love to introduce to you my co-producer, the man behind the switchboard, Patrick W. Huber. Welcome to the show, Pat.
Hey, Christian. How's it going? Yeah, it's a great night. I'm glad to have the Field Service here. It's my chance to weigh in, and thank you. Thanks for being here and playing some great tunes.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Of course. And while we're weighing in and thanking people, please allow us to take a moment to thank all of the incredible, talented filmmakers we have on set with us. In no specific order, everyone's contribution has been absolutely tremendous. We want to thank Tyler Ruvo, Eric Greenop, Tom Paisano. We want to thank Kyle Collins for coming and hanging out and shooting, working out with us Friday night. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it here today, but his contribution does not go without any acknowledgement. I mean, he didn't do the fun part, and he still came and contributed, and we appreciate that. And everyone who's worked on this show, we want to thank you guys so very much. We're very blessed to have such a talented community of creators, and of course, the one and only Jason Staff, Lampshade, if you will. Give it up for Lamp.
I spoke to Lamp personally. I could vouch for him. He's a good dude.
He is a good dude. He's one of the best dudes I've ever met, and we have a lot of great people here that help make this show happen, and we're very fortunate. So we want to thank them. And without further ado, Pat, how you doing back there, man? How's things going for you on your end?
You know, relatively speaking, I think they're great because we're capturing the music, we're beaming it out there. A little something happened with the graphics machine. You know, if you were here for the countdown, you saw that we were stuck at like 3 minutes and 10 seconds. So we're not stuck in time. We're not timeless, but we are having fun and enjoying this evening. So the music is the most important part.
Yeah, but the music's timeless. It's it will live on forever.
Oh, shucks.
No, I do feel that way.
You're gonna make me blush, man.
I mean, guys, the harmonies are something as a singer that I'm just really enjoying and absolutely loving. Can you talk to me about that part of the songwriting process? They're so deliberate when they come in, and they emphasize at the perfect moment. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of TLC as a fellow songwriter myself that goes into sort of staging them out, but I'd love to like pick your brain there. Just maybe I can learn a little something and incorporate it into my own writing. Sorry if that's a little selfish, everyone, but I'm just...
No, not at all. I feel like
music is just clever theft. I mean,
it is clever theft. Most of the harmony, I would say, is not really like... We really don't pre-plan it out too much. We will be learning a song as a group, a new song or playing an old one, and someone will say, hey, harmonies might sound good here. And, you know, someone either agrees or doesn't agree, or we try it out. We all hate it. We try it out. We all love it. And, you know, we like what we hear. We keep it. If not, find something else or dump it.
Yeah, it's always a trial and error. I mean, we've changed on all these songs that we do and have harmonies. We're always changing, you know, who sings on it, you know, back up. And, you know, that's also like why, you know, recording these songs helps a lot too, because you get to really try out and hear on the other side of things, you know, what voices sound well together. And then once live comes in, then it's like a whole other thing, you know, is it in your register? Can you sing this if you can't really hear yourself too well? Like, you know, so it's a huge, you know, process by fire for most of the harmonies.
Right. If it doesn't work, we'll make it work, you know, and we'll only know it doesn't work after it fails live usually.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of feeling like I'm learning the benefit of, you guys say you record almost every show, if not every show.
We try to.
Where space permits.
Right, that makes sense. So there's got to be a reflection period on those recordings, right?
Yeah.
We reflect.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
reflect.
I'd say maybe not as much nowadays. I mean, we all still listen to every show that we can, that we record at least once. I think in the early days it helped us a lot with kind of developing where we wanted to go with our sound because, that was our homework. So we were able to record a show and now we can study that show and listen to it until you find every possible flaw, some of which are valid, some of which are not, minuscule, but just gives you stuff that you need to work on as a band when you can listen back to the tape and go from there.
Yeah, for sure. How many of those tapes you guys think you've done at this point?
I mean, hundreds, if not over 1,000. I
Yeah,
guess.
because we
In
tape
in
every
tapes. I mean,
Practice.
we tape every rehearsal.
Yeah.
Most of the time, like multi-tracked. Essentially, we bring our studio setup that we use to rehearse to every show.
Right.
So counting rehearsal tapes and live tapes, hundreds.
Any chance we could hear some of those more intimate, maybe like a practice space session at some point down the line? I'd be curious.
we thought about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've considered.
There
it.
might be a time where we have a little archive available. Possibly.
Yeah, we really got to pick them and choose them, though. So
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And that's something actually, Devin, I'm glad you brought that up. That's something I wanted to ask you guys earlier when we were talking about the album, but we kind of naturally got away from it. But, working on an album for 3 to 4 years, I assume there was a lot of picking and choosing, how did we get the songs that finally made the cut? Like what qualified them to be on the debut LP that took 3 to 4 years?
Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Most of them were just there. It wasn't like
It was more so-
it wasn't like a decision to be made between
was all luck.
more songs. It was just like we added what we had.
Yep.
And the longer we continued recycling and trashing entire albums, by the time we record the next one, we have another 1 or 2.
Yeah, we have 2 more, and we lost 2 more, and
Right.
So then it ends up looking a lot different from what you originally wanted to record in the beginning.
Well, I will say also we kind of go in like batches of songs is how we operate. So everything that was on that studio record, not necessarily in a bad way, but to us is already dated for the most part. It's a lot of stuff we've been playing,
For years.
Yeah, like some of the first originals that we wrote. And even probably in the year leading up to actually releasing the record, we, wrote and haven't really recorded, but have been playing live, a whole nother batch of tunes. And, it was a conscious decision like, okay, these are the tunes that we've written as we've progressed as songwriters and as musicians. So that's the next record. We're not going to go back and record these and switch any songs out. It's, that was the field service at that point in time. And now we're, about ready to start working on our next record. And that's going to be the field service now.
Yeah, so what are the plans for the future?
Keep writing. We pretty much have a full album's worth of material, a lot of which we've been playing live and trying to work the kinks out of. And then we'll get in the studio and essentially track everything live as a band and put some vocals on it and try and record another record.
Now, I love the music I've made, but it's very scripted in a sense. There's no... If the solo's this many bars, it's that many bars, and
Right.
oftentimes maybe played the same way every time as if it was the recording.
Sure.
What's that? I mean, how do you guys rein it in for a studio album or let it breathe the way it needs to?
I mean, the way I see it, you have a blueprint for a song, and it can be detailed or it can be 2 words of what you're gonna do, and you either expand upon it or you don't.
Right.
Honestly.
Yeah. I guess whatever it feels like it should be, and we've re-recorded if it was too long in some part or too short. I mean, it's, rewriting, and that's kind of what we do when we play too live. I mean, we rewrite constantly as we play live. That's actually also another reason why the album took so long is we play a song and then we do it differently live, and we want to capture that song in its essence as we did live. But, it's ever changing. So, it's hard to pick and choose and, do something like that.
Right.
Now, talk to me about Live at the Berry. We know the self-titled. We've been talking a lot about the studio record. What was the inspiration for that? Where'd that come from?
We just wanted to put out a live record. And, we've been trying to for years now. We bought our board and got all these mics, and we bring a multi-track recording setup, usually like 16 channels that we're recording at just about every show, and we've just been waiting to play a good one. And the only shows previously that we would have thought, we could have released that we're like, oh, that show was good enough. Those are the ones that we decided not to record and have absolutely no evidence that they exist. So Live at the Berry was just kind of the first one where it was mostly original music that we were playing. We were kind of moving away from the covers, so we were just really working on the originals, and we finally got a take that we all thought was pretty good of some of them, or at least showed where we were at on that date.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's that's something I feel that very much so complements your band, your style of music, the freeform jam. I don't know how much you guys thought about the songs you're playing tonight, but it just feels very natural the way you're, coming in and out of the solos, who's taking what lead, when vocals are entering, and when you're giving, the bass time to shine. I think it does complement your sound very well, and I enjoy both records a lot. And
thank you.
Yeah, I think people should listen to both of them on Spotify, Live at the Berry, and the Field Service self-titled, Apple Music, and all that type of stuff. We do have some questions from the chat though, so
bring them in.
If you guys don't mind, I'd love to get the audience involved
Reel
here.
those ones in.
Let's hear.
Addie Sky wants to know,
one.
and this is exactly where I was thinking, Addie. We're going to turn things more to the personal side of things. Enough about the music. We know they're incredible, but who are they, right? So Addie wants to know, what food inspires you the most?
Inspirational food?
Yeah. It's a good question. It requires a lot of thought. I'd say pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It inspires me to, eat healthier and write healthier.
Asylum husk only.
Yeah. Probably
Get your
bananas.
fiber in,
honestly.
everybody.
Oh, bananas are very inspiring.
Yeah.
Fruit.
Yeah.
Fruit is the most inspiring.
I'm allergic to most. That's why I'm a drummer.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
Still eat it anyway, dude.
That was a good question. Thank you, Addie Sky, for the question.
So we got fruit and pizza. Good choices.
Yeah, pizza.
I see the whole pizza inspiring you to eat healthier. I love pizza, but I do typically feel pretty bad about myself after I eat it. What about you, Pat?
Well, the fruit and pizza makes sense, right? Hawaiian pizza, the pineapple on there. Isn't that a fruit?
Yes.
So, that's a big debate that people have had, I guess, and will have till the end of the time.
I think it's pretty good.
We had that debate last night on set. We did not order the Hawaiian pizza. I'm sorry, Tyler. He did push for it. But, we got like a sausage broccoli Rob pie.
I like getting the
Rob,
the big
whatever that is.
pepperoni from Best Pizza. Shout out Best Pizza.
Okay.
Best pizza.
Out in New Paltz. It's nice.
They
Yeah,
got the
you guys
big
are-
pepperoni.
The
Is it-
thickest. The
It's-
biggest.
oh,
or the widest.
You wouldn't even imagine.
It's insane.
It's crazy.
They have big plans over there.
Yeah, they do. They do.
I'll have to check that out. We also have another question from
Sure.
Shoes Rocks. Where's the next live gig? Because they're loving the music.
When's the next
That's
live
a
gig?
great question, Charles Rocks. I don't know.
Oh, that's
Arlene's
Thank you.
Grocery.
Thank you, brother.
Oh wait.
It's
Yeah.
Shaw's Rock,
we
yeah,
might
yeah,
be
yeah.
playing Arlene's Grocery.
When was
I
that?
really don't know the date, honestly.
Okay, down in
you know,
Manhattan,
The,
huh?
the best place to keep up with any of that is
Our Instagram.
our Instagram
For
and,
sure.
and our website. We try
Yeah.
and keep those both pretty updated.
I played
find out
Arlene's
when we
Grocery
have
many
gigs.
times, I think, to a total of 10 people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very hit or miss there.
Very hit or miss. And I would love to see what a hit looks like because, unfortunately for me, not the best. But I wish you guys all the best of luck. And maybe
Thank you.
Shaw's Rock will be there.
Yeah,
Maybe. Have I see you there.
So do you guys do anything outside of music to hang out, have fun together?
No, we actually all hate each other.
I can't even stand looking at these guys.
No, yeah, we hang out.
Bowling and
We dabble.
Some of us have been watching The Last of Us together, and
Okay,
we
no
kinda-
spoilers about that third episode.
No,
Haven't
We
watched
did-
it yet.
couldn't.
Yeah.
We could never.
Yeah, fuck
we do regular old stuff, like regular old friends, I guess.
We go fishing.
Yeah,
frolic.
fishing. Yeah,
we
summer
do
fishing.
Fishing. We have fires.
Good old country stuff.
We look in each other's eyes.
Yeah.
We gaze.
Get real close.
Okay, that's cool. Speaking of getting real close, you guys thinking about packing it in a van anytime soon? Maybe
If we-
hitting the road?
If we can get a van, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part.
Thinking about selling my Pontiac and buying a school bus, but I've also been thinking about that for years now and haven't done it. So we'll see.
If we can
We do want to get on tour. We're just trying to figure out how. We're not too good with logistics planning.
Yeah, we're not good with the details, the fine details.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you can rent one, but they're going to charge you
Oh yeah,
An arm.
they get you.
and then maybe a leg or two, you know? They do get you. One time we were on tour and we were gonna pay, I think, something like $2 over every extra mile. And we
Wow.
had originally put the down payment for 4,000 miles.
Wow.
And when we pulled in the parking lot, the owner probably wasn't happy that he couldn't charge us extra, but we got a handshake from him. He's like, I've never seen this in all my days. You exactly drove
you earned the
4,000
respect.
miles.
That's cool. Yeah, that's
So-
incredible.
You can make the rental thing work, but
Okay.
logistics are a big part of it, I got to
Yeah,
say.
right. We're still trying to figure it out. Someday.
We ate at every stop that was on the way, and let me tell you, you get real comfy with that Taco Bell menu.
I believe it.
You know?
I believe it.
Wow.
Oh, man,
Shout out
guys.
to Taco Bell, our sponsor.
Yep.
Cannot confirm that.
The CEO actually wrote most of our music, but
He did.
Of Taco Bell, huh?
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
we weren't supposed to
The
tell
Colonel?
you that.
Oh, no,
It's-
that's-
it's not,
That's a
it's
secret.
not an NDA.
Yeah, the Taco Bell,
Bleep it,
Taco
bleep it
Bell
out.
Colonel.
Yeah. There's two.
yeah.
The KFC Colonel and the Taco Bell.
No, well, you got the colonel and then you got the lieutenant.
Yeah, the lieutenant. The
And they
Taco Bell
both answer to
lieutenant.
the
So,
king.
guys, the questions are flying in here, and we thank everyone who's participating in the chat and joining the show tonight. Ryan wants to know, favorite venue you guys have played?
Ooh.
Favorite venue.
I love Snugs.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Snugs is like home base, man.
Yeah,
You know,
Snugs is
Snugs
our
is always a
living
good
room.
time.
There's this one bar we played in the city was like Connolly's.
Yeah,
That
Connolly's
was
Club.
cool.
Connolly's Club was a fun gig.
Connolly's was fun. Anything
Oh,
with,
we
like, a
played
stage.
outside. This is back in the Space Shack days, but we played outside of the Staples in Monroe, New York.
That's a top favorite.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The Staples, the
Yeah.
store, the
Yeah.
office
Yeah.
supply
Office
chain.
supply store. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we
How-
played right outside.
what's the story behind that?
One of our friends worked at Staples, and his manager gave him like $100 and said, "I want you to throw a full event over the weekend." And he's like, "Now, how am I supposed to do that with $100?" So he just asked if we wanted to set up and play. We said yes, and we went and played a show. It was a good time.
Did
One
you
of the
get offered
managers.
some office supplies for playing Staples?
Sadly,
we
no.
didn't
I
get
think we even
anything.
asked like if we
Yeah.
could get like a extension cable or something, and then they.
All we got was one of the clerks came out during like a jam song and was like, "Turn off the heavy metal." We're like laughing and like doing feedback and splashing on cymbals and stuff. But that was a good time nonetheless, and we ended up getting another gig out of it for somebody who was driving by and heard it and gave
Pulled
us his
over?
card. Yeah,
Yeah, it came,
Wow,
came into the
okay.
parking lot
yeah,
where we were playing.
Crazy. That's like a What's Up Denny's situation.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fun.
Very
That
interesting.
might be cooler.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
What's Up
no,
Denny's is definitely cooler.
The Denny's can't be topped.
No.
I mean, I wish I was there. If I could time travel to one point,
That's it.
it'd be the Denny's on that night.
So I used to be in a hardcore band, and one time we played a burger joint on tour. And
Okay.
it was, I think, as uncomfortable as it sounds.
Yeah, sure.
It's like you feel bad when kids are moshing really hard in like the most nice young couple just trying to like get their business off the ground store.
Oh,
It's
it was during hours.
No, but
Oh, okay.
they were still cooking. It was like
Okay,
like
right.
a startup
Ah.
kitchen down in San Diego, and it's like, do they know what hardcore is? I don't know. I just like, normally, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you guys played outside. If it's metal
right.
outside, it's a little. I guess though they're a chain Staples, so they can probably. I'm sure they have some type of insurance. Whereas
Yeah, something like that.
the mom and pop burger joint, I don't think they threw many shows after that one.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
I think you're much more likely to have a fun show at like any non-chain kind of place, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, no security. I bet Denny's was real strict with that one.
Yeah.
Guys, you guys are a good hang. If we ever start a podcast, we might have to have you guys back on just to, chat.
We'd be honored.
Thank you. That'd be fun.
Pat, any last words here before we allow the band to take it away?
No, I'm happy to hear the tunes. I'm ready to continue jamming.
All right, guys. Whenever you're ready.
Thank you.